So ANC and EFF worked they GNU'd against
they GNU, the campus GNU.
Okay.
There's a campus GNU that side.
All right, yeah.
So, that is what we want
can't
to see.
be reading
Statements all the day. We've been reading statements. We are tired. We are tired. The statements of there are many books we still need to read.
Yes.
Yeah, there's many political books that comrades must read. So statements of daily, they must stop at some point, you know, because as much as
because they tell us on the sites.
Hence I'm saying right now, the only problem, the reason why also youth structures are not active, are not doing anything, is because everyone is waiting to be appointed. I'm not waiting to be appointed by anyone. All of us must stop.
Have you ever gotten those love letters, those dismissal letters?
It's been hanging over my name, I know. It's just that I don't know why it hasn't been launched, but it's been hanging.
Okay, so
with the letter properly say, leadership, please come and address our program of students here. Never showed, never said anything, by the way. Also, not that the truth.
The truth.
Yeah,
good try.
As much as many others, I could say, I reached out to you months before elections and asked you for assistance. You never come up until the result. You come up and say you want to negotiate. I will prefer character of Kanyile, but it's just that Yena is a person. He can't.
No
yes, he's not there.
Yes.
But the character, that's the character we need. A robust person.
Where? Who?
Right now, no one is participating in anything. We can't even say this one is good at doing. In MK, you can't judge anyone because everyone is quiet.
They are not there.
They are there. You can't say they are not. They are there. It's just that they are not participating.
So you need his vibrancy. Do you agree with me?
Yes. Like we need someone who's going to go out there and speak. Someone who's going to get things done.
So Hanke is important for MK?
No. We are important in MK. MK is us.
Yes.
Hanke is there. He's fine. If he comes, he comes.
Yeah.
So no one is important. No, look, I get the narrative of saying there's certain comrades who are important because of experience and stuff.
These people who must manage to make sure that the money does not go into Zuma's personal account. That money goes to to the party coffers, of which is understandable.
And I believe that will be fraud if the money is not going to the party but going to the president's account. That will be fraud. I believe if there was serious evidence against that, we all will have seen it.
Yeah.
To say
it will be problematic.
I understand. We will have seen it. Maybe we'll be again having an unrest again. Baba has been arrested again.
Mashia politically incorrect duty le young men from the TUT Technicon Rent. Now old school, we call it Technicon Rent. So that's the main campus for you all, the young bees. So please, Mr. Ntuli, tell them who are you, where you from, and what kind of politics do you do with MK?
Yeah, thanks. Thank you very much. My name is Zakhele Ntuli. I'm a chairperson at Pretoria campus, the People's University, we call it now.
The People's University?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm the chairperson of MKYL and Student Movement.
Yes.
Yeah, in Pretoria campus. Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, we are all members of MK, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, all as young people, yes. We are participating very much in campaigns and activities of MK.
All right, I want you to speak closer to the mic. Ne?
Okay.
Yeah. Are you less than 30 years?
Yes. I'm 27.
Okay. So you are in the safe space?
Yeah, for now.
All right. The last time we were supposed to speak, you were going to tell us how you guys have managed to turn around a very difficult voting block in Tshwane. MK traditionally does not do well, and I felt you guys did well given the circumstances. So comrades to telling me, "I Mashan, you are just applauding these young people have not done well." Please just tell us, what do you think of the elections and how did it go?
Yeah, the elections campaign, yeah, we really worked hard. Yeah, yeah, we'll not lie. There were so many challenges. As much as we all know, yeah, in Tswane, like on national, we did not perform very well. So it was not promising for everyone. We were all doubting it, but we had hope because we believe in MKU and we rally behind the ideology of the president, by the way. Yeah, so, yeah, the difficult journey we managed. Yeah, I can't speak about resources, but we did very well in a way that we got 2 seats in Pretoria campus. In the metros, we got 6 seats. 7, yeah, 5. 3 in Sosha, 2 in Pretoria campus, and 2 in Haramkua. Yeah, in the metro, yes. We worked very hard, yeah.
So tell me, who is Zakhele Ntuli? Where are you from? The area, your province, your township. I just want to understand your politics.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, politics, yeah. Yeah, I won't lie and say maybe I've had a long time in politics.
Sure.
The only time I'm from KZN, Fried, small township, Mondlo. Yeah, I came to TUT, that's when I joined politics, 2019. Yeah, we joined the politics and the movements that were there at the time, which were popular, by the way. Yeah, we got to lead. I got to be SRC secretary of the very same campus.
Okay.
Yes, then I chaired the other organizations. I really don't want to talk much about it. I was a chairperson of YCL. Yeah, in South I never led BEC of Youth League. Yeah, also in Ward 3. So yeah, I've been in politics here in Tswane, not back at home, because that is where we got to be equipped politically. We got to learn what is it to be, what it means to be an activist. Actually, that is where we learned everything. So everything started here. So we understand politics this side more.
All right. No, it's fine. So when MK came, what made you to become MK?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. Yeah, me joining MK is all about seeing the change in the country. By the way, I was still at home. December, it was recess, by the way, when MK was announced. Yeah, we're still at home. I was a chairperson of YCL at the time. So when I started calling my comrade and said, comrades, the president just announced.
Tell them what does the Young Communist League?
Oh, the Young Communist League. Yeah, it's part of PYA structures. They must
tell them in full. This Progressive Youth Alliance. You must tell them in full, because comrades do not know. Don't assume everyone who's MK understands student politics. Tell them what is the Communist League.
Yeah, and participating in politics, yeah, we got in love with the term of socialism. For sure, I believe that is the most correct way to put it, because it's mostly orientated by socialism and Leninist, all those politics. Yeah, so then when we got to be taught with many comrades that were with us at the time, were teaching us politics and what is it that it means to be an activist, to be a comrade, by the way, because that is the normal way to being used around campuses. It's a comrade. So yeah, I fell in love with the YCL. I started maybe focusing on SACP politics, although there are no activities much in the SACP except political schools, political lectures, and all those community outreach programs they will do that has to do with socialism, So we got to learn about that. So I fell in love with the ideology. Then we participated. Unfortunately, I did not participate long, because I was in a PEC from at least 2022, not 2021. Then I got to be SRC 2022-2023. I was still a PEC member of YCL at the time. Then after that, I became the chair after my term of SRC. I was chairing the YCL branch at TUT Pretoria campus. Then 2023. Yes, 2023. That is when I became the chair. Unfortunately, it did not last long. That up until the 18th of December. Yeah, that is when we joined MK. Yeah. Right. Joining MK, fine. Politics of SASCO. I was a deployee of SASCO in the SRC because YCL does not contest. It's just that the Youth Alliance, it's PYA, Progressive Youth Alliance, which involves SASCO, Youth League, and YCL. So it was that arrangement that has led me to SRC. So yeah, then when the MK came, it's not that I had no problem, by the way, although there were issues as much as politics were there in SASCO, but there was nothing that could have forced me to leave or expelled or something like that. No, there wasn't. Just that, we never agreed politically in a way that we felt like the organization is no longer, because we never participated. We never participated in the previous elections before MK announcement. Yeah, I did not participate because of many politics that were happening in the organization at that time.
Did you join MK when it was announced because it was a Zulu nationalism political party?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, so for sure, I won't lie. Yeah, I won't lie and say much. It's because of it was announced by President Jacob Zuma that we are voting for this. He's voting for that political party. And as a young person, for sure, still new in politics, there is an icon that you adore the most to say, no, I believe in this one's ideology. That was the most pushing factor. Then we got to learn, this is a big decision. Remember, I'm leaving a position somewhere I am. And maybe everything, the connections or the friends that I've made in my past political life. Then we got to realize, I took a very serious step in doing this. So now everything comes back to life to say, where to from here?
All right. You did not join MK because it was a Zulu party and you are Zulu. You joined it because you believed something inside MK.
Yes.
What are those few things about MK? Because at the time, by 16 June, nothing had been announced. Just had Zuma.
Fine, yeah.
Zuma at the time, Zuma is going to announce this thing.
Yeah.
And he announced it. He said, here's the president of this thing, and I'm just supporting and I'm going to vote here. Guys, vote here. At that time, you had already made your mind.
No, by the way, before the 16, we already knew that President Maya announcing a party.
Yes.
So, those were the rumors. By the way, I was at home in KZN where they were the most. By the way, they were most. It was the most being talked to about in the 15.
Yes.
Yeah, so, okay, fine. Having that thought,
yes,
knowing that I'm still a member of the other party, by the way, so fine. The dream of every black child from a small township like mine is to be in a university. When President Jacob Zuma said education is free, that dream became true because I never participated in anything of looking for school up until that day. That was the day I knew that I can go to university now. So that is when I believe everything started, because I know the man can touch each and everyone's life. Maybe it doesn't matter where you are, because I was in that small township. Then I knew
to the mic.
Then I knew that this is an opportunity for me maybe to change a life or to do something useful with my life.
All right. Jacob Zuma inspired you, that's what you say.
Politically online.
And you are confessing that even before you could hear anything, you're already aligned.
Hence I'm saying in the 15, there was this kind, he's a treasure right now of our French. He called me and told me, hey, my brother, President Jacob Zuma is going to announce a party, and I'm leaving.
So it was clear.
Look, okay, fine. No, it's something obvious. With the problems the ANC had, let us not lie to ourselves. We knew ANC is facing issues, serious issues, and whatever the treatment Jacob Zuma was getting.
I want you to speak to the mic.
Whatever the treatment that the president was getting at the time. So all those things. We already had that mindset of saying he must be protected at some point. Looking at that perspective of politics to say, this old man, we know what he has done, so we cannot allow maybe certain people to try to change the narrative about his name and who he is. So That was part of the things.
Student politics.
Yes.
What's wrong with student politics where you are working? What is wrong? Why can't we have the student movement, leadership, national, provincial, and why can't we have the youth league? Because Wonkos Kanyile, they have muzzled him, they closed his mouth. What do you expect? Is it not too late now? You guys have been hanging for a long time. Tell me, what is it that you are doing? Because you can't be telling me that you are recruiting members. What are you doing?
Right now, I won't lie. It's kind of complicated, which I believe it's one of the reasons also that made me to take this platform. Because right now we are all confused as to what is the line of march in the organization. Fine, we joined it with the joy, as others will want to say it. Fine, we say that we joined it with the joy. We also started to have our own ambitions. This organization can work because we see the country believes in it, so it can work. Student believes in it right now. We've got what we've got. Where to with it? Right now, there's certain number of people that believe in us, in what we say. What do we do? What do we say to those people? There's no structure. You reach out to whoever. Like, it's more like, let us wait for. Yeah. Okay, the leadership, the region, what's then? Wait for the province. Okay, reach out to the province. What then? Let's wait for the national high command. At some point, you have to reach out to the high command, which is unreachable, by the way. For sure, maybe I'm the only one who's got bad luck, but yeah, it's unreasonable. We've never had communication.
So you are saying that is the reason people go to Nkandla, to go and camp there to seek audience with the president?
I believe so, because at some point I once also said that to Comrade. Actually, let us just also go there and sit by the gate up until he comes. Who knows?
Yeah. So the comrades that you are serving with are waiting for what they promised. We were promised that this is going to come. So far, only 2 provinces have been given to people: Ulisumqunu and Mkhwebane, Mpumalanga and KZN. All the other provinces have not been given anything. Are you disappointed?
It's not going at the pace I expect. Truly speaking, it's not going at the pace I expected, because remember, we've been waiting for proper establishment of structures before national elections. True to be said. So we waited. Fine, there's no conference, we understand that. Establish structures then, so that there could be movement within the organization. Because right now, we have people that believe in a certain organization. Where to? There's no leader to account. There's no leader to give direction. So it's direction that is needed right now. Where are we taking these students? Where are we taking these young people? What is it that must be done for them, maybe in trying to adjust in social issues, community issues, student issues, basically? So when are we going to start with such programs? Because we can't keep on recruiting till the last day.
Yeah,
we are recruiting every day. The fact that I go out and open the gazebo of the organization in campus every day, or wherever they do that, they are recruiting. So that we cannot maybe hide behind and say, let's recruit. Let us establish structures. Let us have policy. Like, it's worrisome. Remember, let me just maybe take student politics. It's worrisome because I have to deal with discussions with the student command, with SASCO, organizations that are well established, that are having policies, that are having guidelines, that are having a mandate to say, then you just come. That is why there's always chaos amongst young people in the MK. Whenever you suggest something, it's more like he wants to do something.
He wants to portray himself as a leader.
As a good leader.
What is his position?
You understand. Yeah. He wants to make us as if all of us are bad.
Yeah.
Well, that is not the case. We need an organization that works for the people. And an organization cannot work for the people if it doesn't have a simple thing, basically, the supreme law.
Do you think the challenge is Floyd is slow, or MK the way it's structured is very difficult for someone to operate?
Yeah, I believe both, because if MK is a well-established structure international, I believe it's fine.
The national high command.
Yes, like it's fine, and I believe that structure is the one that has maybe hosted over 900 meetings. What about youth structures? When are we getting an opportunity to exchange ideas?
Sure.
To say, I believe the framework should be like this. I believe this should be the objective of changing the country.
Let's deviate a bit. We'll come back to this issue. So, Bonkosi Khanyile is a type of a vibrant leader. MK, it's a pro-black party, and Bonkosi Khanyile speaks that, but he was taken out because of ill discipline. What kind of a youth leader do you want? Do you want the type of old leader like Julius Malema? Do you want Khanyile? Do you want, Rankin Patlele?
Not really, but the name is familiar, but not really.
Yeah. So what kind of leader do you want? Because it's going to be very difficult. You might want this youth league to come. It comes, and then that person just becomes a youth desk.
Yeah. So
who doesn't speak anything.
As you quote Bonkosi Khanyile, I believe the man. If you can, I believe his appointment was January, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Up until his redeployment on the 9th of April.
Yeah.
In a space of 3 months, he was able to establish all provinces of young people, and mostly maybe majority of regions. Many branches.
He wasn't sitting in one place.
I remember myself, I arrived in Pretoria because I signed the membership back at home. Yeah, with others, like it was more like a celebration on the 17th. Penny comrade penning the ANC t-shirt, and there was a membership. Then we get to sign membership there. On the 18th, every membership was brought back paid. So it was like, we're all members of MK now, and there's no turning back. Let's go to the ground.
Sure.
Yeah, so I came back with that spirit, because only for 3 days we met with those comrades back home.
Yes.
When I come this side, there were many programs. I remember the first I found was supposed to be at Ridgeville. It was a meet and greet, if I remember properly. There were many programs they hosted around that January time.
Yeah.
You understand? So there was movement. There was something happening. Although maybe there was no proper administration.
Yes.
You understand the part. There was movement. The organization was going somewhere. That is why maybe many of us went to say we join MK.
So you are the part of those 8 million members.
Yes. Yes, of December. Yes, of the first month, I am that one.
So, but do you believe there were ever 8 million members of MK?
I really do.
So why didn't you get 8 million votes?
They were stolen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let us not speak about elections and the results. No, because also we can go to SRC results. I also don't want to speak about that. Let us just leave elections.
They chowed you there?
They always do.
Okay.
The results of Pretoria campus. SASCO and EFF have joined forces to take us out.
What and what?
SASCO and EFF.
SASCO and EFF.
Yeah.
The student command and SASCO. They connived to steal MK party
outside.
Votes.
No.
To keep you outside.
Yeah, of Sarah's seat or important seat.
Okay.
In the governance.
So you only have 2 here in TUT.
We have 2. Then they given us other portfolios. Maybe instead of 1 at least executive. Well, there's only 3 parties with seats.
Yeah.
We could have easily, or 4. We could have easily shared. There's number 1, there's number 2, there's number 3. So we could easily shed one executive.
Yes.
So
they
according
didn't.
to they decided to say, hey, stay outside.
So ANC and EFF worked
against.
They GNU'd against.
Yeah, they GNU, the campus GNU.
Okay.
There's a campus GNU that side.
All right. Yeah. So you saying there was this hype, but it wasn't followed up.
Administration. The hype was being followed up because many people joined because of that hype.
Okay.
I understand.
Because I want you to continue with that hype. I want to end up to where you speak about the kind of youth leader
we need.
Yeah, the MK needs. Because I'm afraid Bonkosi Khanyile was the best you guys could have ever came up with.
Yeah.
And him being stopped is a very dangerous thing. And I'll tell you why it's a dangerous thing. Zuma stopped. I'm repeating it, comrades. And I'm waiting for you to challenge me otherwise and prove me wrong. Zuma stopped the vehicle of Julius Malema at Youth League. With Cyril Ramaphosa, they expelled him. That is a historical fact. If there is another one, write on the comment and say, Mashani, stop lying. This is the truth. Jacob Zuma, as the president, ukawatile Bongozi Kanyile. And at MK, it is still Jacob Zuma who clipped Bongozi Kanyile's wings. The reason I'm repeating this is because I want to ask him what kind of leader in the youth structures must that leader be? Do you want Malusi Gigaba kind of youth leader? Do you want Peter Mokaba? Do you want Figile Mbalula? Do you want Floyd Shibambu, who was from Young Communist League? Do you want Oros, who comes into and does nothing? Do you want the young man Colin Malaji of youth? What kind of leader do you want?
Red flag. I believe, just to answer the question, Bongos could have done the best. Unfortunately, MK Constitution, the 30 years.
Is he permanently taken out?
Not as a member. I don't think
he's still a member.
Yeah, he's a member of the party.
But we don't see him anywhere.
He is somewhere. Lately, he released a video with the president saying there will be a youth induction. At certain point, they are going to declare the date.
Okay, so he's working.
Yeah, he's been working, by the way.
Yes, people have been telling me that.
Yeah, he's been working, by the way, because we see him. Angiti, fine. Although, we see him. Although others will say he cannot address, as much as I've been told a million times, he can't address youth programs. They can't do what. I'm not sure why was that happening, but it was happening at the time. But now I believe everyone has settled with that, because he's addressing even more.
But do you understand and do you feel the void that he has left?
I won't necessarily say the void, because there is people who are there. Those people, they are just not doing anything.
That's why there's a void.
Yes, so no, there's people who are not doing anything. You can't call it a void. They must just do something.
They're just being present, but
yes,
they're not doing anything.
Yes, they are just there, leadership, to say, no, let us wait for someone to give direction. And by the way, that is where all of us get lost. To say, even when we get to the last structure of young people, no one gives direction. Instead,
so Mkateko Mkabela issues letters whenever the youth league is speaking. You understand?
Yeah,
so Bongos Kanyile would have issued an audio visual, so we can know where
there's a program.
Yeah, we can know
going where.
Yes,
yeah, we understand.
Yes.
So that is what we want as young people, especially myself. That is what I want, because that is what we want.
We can't be reading
statements all the day. We've been reading statements. We are tired. We are tired. The statements of there are many books we still need to read.
Yes.
Yeah, there's many political books that comrades must read. So statements of daily, they must stop at some point, because as much as I'm saying, I wish maybe Bongos had a proper administration at the time.
Yes.
Because I believe the surroundings there, they failed administration. Because if they were able to trap that entire membership of Youth League, I'm telling you, this Youth League will be somewhere. Because it will recognize these are the members of Youth League. Right now, we are recognized by us telling us, we are a member of Youth League. That's the only time you can recognize me. There's no way I can point to say, this is my membership.
I was telling someone exactly that on the podcast, to say the most unfortunate thing with MK is I can meet someone, bump into someone, tells me, oh, that one is a convener. I have got I can't go to the website and check who's the convener of.
You get my point. Administration, I believe that is where they lack this thing. And I believe if we can do it, maybe if we can bring back that robust leadership, because he was precise and robust, that's all. Find the discipline. Yes, we agree, the organization, so we are not going to defy that. But if we can get someone maybe with more discipline, but to push the agenda of making sure young people are present. MK is saying 30 years. Do we have a 30 years in parliament? Less than 30 in parliament.
How many comrades there's? We've got 58 members, ne?
Yeah.
In parliament.
Yeah.
None of them is below
less
30 years.
than 30. So at least let us also practice what we say.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you get my point. So even when we take decisions, also think if am I going to be comfortable enough now to implement them myself? You know, so
Bon Ntuli. So here's the problem that I have, and I told comrades that, and it's funny, today I was speaking to Mpomorolane and I asked this question. And this question does not need elitism to squash it as if it's a non-existing dilemma for comrades. I'm going to give an example with a comrade like you. You leave student politics, you start working, you build structures in Tshwane. To an extent that you sacrifice your own finances to run around, build structures. Then a time comes, whether you lose your job or not, a time comes, 2026 is here, they are looking for MMCs. They are looking for councillors.
I believe that is what is delaying the processes.
And then now comrades come from ANC, Kwagog. They overtake you. And they are given those positions. When you inquire about Hanoi, capacity. Those comrades who were marching in Sandton because of this parachuting, they had a legitimate cause. And I tell people, I do not want to pretend as if those guys did not contribute. They contributed before elections at huge sacrifices. I said it before elections that there are volunteers in MK who are using their resources to fund this vehicle. And they know, comrades, you know, they know these comrades. So they are using their own financial sacrifices, time and money. And I work with a lot of MK comrades, as well as ANC and stuff. But with MK, they do not have either structures. A lot of them are not deployed anywhere. They use their own financial resources from the family. If someone comes and is parachuted ahead of you on an eating opportunity, really,
I don't know.
Honest.
There we can face reality, né? But all I can say, with the current situation,
yes,
I won't say maybe the parties made a mistake. It's just that it's one of difficult things to accept, because also myself I can't accept, you know. So, but I don't believe the organization has made a mistake. It has invested. I believe in the future we are going to harvest something from those comrades. Although maybe there could be other dynamics from others saying otherwise, but I believe in the near future we are going to benefit as an organization in the overall aspect.
You are working in Tshwane. I've said to comrades, Tshwane is the most difficult. Okay, Tshwane is the difficult terrain for MK because you do not have a lot of Nguni speakers. And the numbers are showing. The numbers shown in May elections, the numbers keep showing themselves in by-elections. A man like Abel Tau has been launched as a cadre in Tshwane for MK. He uses his resources, he builds MK. 2026 comes, they look for a mayor. Ndlozi comes. They say, but Ndlozi's leadership.
No,
and by the way, Abel Tau is more experienced than Ndlozi. By far.
By far, yeah.
By far. He's more experienced than Ndlozi in running city politics and regional politics of Tshwane.
Yeah.
And then, would you find it fair when? Would you find it fair if then they say Abel Tau, Emanyana, Ndlozi come in?
No.
See, that's the parachuting that comrades are speaking about.
Yes,
but most of them are afraid because they tell us on the sides.
Hence I'm saying, right now, the only problem, the reason why also youth structures are not active, are not doing anything, is because everyone is waiting to be appointed. I'm not waiting to be appointed by anyone, by the way.
Yes.
I just lead students, and when that time is done, it's chai. I move somewhere else. You get my point. So the only problem I have is that right now we are rallying students behind the banner of MK. What then? Where to from here?
There was a TikTok live.
I wanted to go to that one of Tshwane. I don't think, like, the numbers, ne? I've participated from national elections, by elections of what 92, you mean? I participated in that. I will tell you, it's not because we lost. It's because I believe the organization is not taking Tshwane serious. The entire organization, not to speak about people, like the organization, like it does not see necessary needs to invest in
no problem there.
What councillor candidate?
Yes.
Was not a problem.
Okay.
Like, okay, yeah, there was no problem. I remember more votes, by the way, we got if we worked hard, like everything maybe was given to us on time. If I were to tell you, we registered the council of what 92 on the last day. I believe that's the story that is being said all around. I mean, I'm telling you, I know. Yeah, the secretary, the convener of what 92 is a student, by the way, is a young person. So we had to go there and support. So one thing we observed is that there was a huge potential of us winning. It's because there was not much work. There was no coordination. And there was no early commitment from the organization to say, we are supporting these elections. Like the many distance themselves, and we don't know why. And some of us are just members. Tina, we want to support their organizational activities. You wake up one day, there's a letter saying, we can't contest those elections. The following day, we registered the council. We are going. Yeah, so that was the issue, actually. Not that because we are losing Tshwane. In Soshanguve is still Tshwane. MK is number 1.
In Sosha?
Yeah, in TUT campus is number 1. It's leading. It's a leading organization. If we are going to take it with that perspective, how many campuses we can get of students like that? How many young people? Remember, when you speak of Tshwane, Tshwane is not full of old people. Mostly students in general and workers.
Yeah. Do you know who's the convener of Tshwane?
I've never got to meet, we engage, but we telephonical.
Yes.
Yes, that's because many comrades, because even them, as much as I'm telling you, we went through elections, we communicated with them, they never showed up. A lot happened, like, that is why.
You know who's the coordinator of Tshwane?
Silela.
Yeah.
Yeah, I communicated, I even invited them in our program of the 26th of July, never came without saying anything, by the way. So, so that has been it.
Do you know who's your provincial leader?
Now about people who are supposed to be known who are not known, because the ones who are telling me, I know them, just that there's nothing maybe I can say, this is what we are doing.
Yeah.
We understand that, but the people we've seen from the beginning, there was a treasure of inner city, big. There is a treasure of the province, Mpiaki. Those are comrades that we should be talking about. Comrades we've seen. They know that if it's elections, it does not mean if they are student elections or it's what in Tonton where they say it's white people. It goes there and support, give necessary assistance.
On the ground.
On the ground. Other than someone who's going to just release a statement from nowhere, then all of us must stop.
Have you ever gotten those love letters, those dismissal letters?
It's been hanging over my name, I know. It's just that I don't know why it hasn't been launched, but it's been hanging.
Okay, so the provincial convener of Gauteng and the provincial coordinator of Gauteng, have you ever met them?
Not really.
So they've never been on the ground, or if they came when you were having a campaign or a program, then no one has ever pointed you.
The 2 people I just told you, ask me about them, I'll tell you.
Ish.
The rest, I'm not maybe speaking bad about comrade. I don't know them. There's nothing we stop. Even when you reach out, they tell you reach out to this one. Especially when you reach out to the mother board, they tell you go to the youth league. So in the youth league, you know Msizi Mabunda. Yeah. Even today, I'm still expecting him to bring me back the letter that is allowing me to ask for sponsorship for elections. So
when you were fundraising for elections,
I never
you waited for him.
Even today, I'm still waiting for the letter from the organization. That
okay. So if now I'm a podcaster, I want to talk to the treasurer of MK in Gauteng. Can I Google it?
You will not find it. It's not there.
And the thing is, if I call you, you're going to give me your favorite person.
Yes, because when you call another one,
will give me his favorite person.
You get my point. But hence I'm saying, if we were to speak about what we see, because I won't lie, participated in politics like of MK since the beginning of the year. Like what Ray ask them, they will tell you. At Ridgeville, I know comrades there. Inner city, Tshwane, because even Masilela knows me, hence I'm telling you. I invited him formally, so with the letter properly, say, leadership, please come and address our program of students here. Never showed, never said anything, by the way. I was not that the truth.
The truth.
Good try. As much as many others I could say, I reached out to you months before elections and asked you for assistance. You never come up until the result. You come up and say you want to negotiate.
Okay, Chap, where to from now? Where to? Because I feel like the more Floyd delays releasing these structures, is it Floyd? Is it the National High Command? Is it what makes MK to be slow?
Hence I was saying, I don't think, I believe the structure is fine. The only thing is implementing that is low, and I'm not sure
putting faces to the structures.
Yeah, because I believe it goes according whose face. How do you know?
Yes.
What are the relations? Sure. So those are the issues we are facing. Because if that can be maybe settled outside, then we don't have a conference.
Sure.
There's many democratic processes we can use. Call all comrades. Call everyone. Let us say now you want to appoint for the province. Call the entire province of Gauteng and say we are appointing youth structures or the provincial. All of you come. Volunteer if you volunteer. Raise a person if you need to raise a person. It's democratic, Moss. We are not voting. We are not electing. We are trying to make sure everyone is satisfied. Other than maybe holding meetings, because you are not going to meet each and every member of MK. You can meet 6 and make sure you did not meet 10.
Are you ready to take over Gauteng? You as an individual, do you think you've got the political acumen to lead MK Gauteng?
First of all, political power in the organization is no, in the youth structures, I'm willing to participate only if, it comes to say participate, I will participate. So, but it's not that it's something that I'm waiting for or expecting to get. It's not there. Let us go back there. Students have voted for us. They want us to act. We need something to be done. We need to structure our we have Constitution of MK that says student movement is an autonomous structure. Okay, we have leaders there. It's an autonomous structure party. That simply means you can take your own, you make your own constitution. Make your own policies, create your own membership. So how able you can stand alone? What are you waiting for? I need you are a leader. You are there. What are you waiting for?
So why don't you do it? Why don't you just go on a fundraising campaign, seek sponsorship, run?
The leadership we did propose. I remember 3 days back, I was called by Mqetam. I wanted to invite him to another. We wanted to organize something before exams. Just right now it's exams, but on the day from there we'll host something to go home. So the problem was you can't do that because, by the way, until January universities are going back to registration. That simply means all those student politics, it's either youth league or student movement, must be on the ground working. We need to make sure comrades are fine.
So is it Andy Mqetam who's stopping you?
No, it's not him. He wanted to be there, but if Lob, who's going to give me a go-ahead, go and fundraise? As soon as I release a post and say I'm hosting a fundraiser in China, where did you get the permission to do that? Whenever you think you know it all. Also,
they write you those letters.
You understand. So those are the issues we are facing.
Commanders are receiving those love letters.
Right now we are really not sure where to. That is why I'm saying, Mina, right now the National High Command, I wish they can watch this and call all of them. And I don't care who.
Yes.
Both youth league, student movement, and whoever is going to mediate from MK part. Let us engage.
You ran away from the question of what kind of a youth league
Robust,
precisely. Do you think MK deserve now? Kanyile, for me, that's my number one choice, but he's not there. So we need
constitutionally, he's not there. Like but a character.
Yes.
I will prefer character of Kanyile, but it's just that as a person,
he
can't.
No longer.
Yes, he's not there.
Yes,
but the character, that's the character we need. Yes, a robust person.
Where? Who?
Right now, no one is participating in anything. We can't even say this one is good at doing this. We can't say anything. Because, okay, you send him an email. He no longer respond to you. He respond to you via someone who's from Soshanguve. So you see this one, he's out of order. How? Okay. Then what must then be done? Propose to your forces now. Branches, let us call this meeting.
Yeah.
Call all the structures. And
you've done that.
Letters, I've got 2 of them.
Yeah.
They got released. They don't reach wherever they are supposed to reach. That's the problem. This other one was sabotaged by comrades saying that no, you can't really call this meeting. Guess what happens? We're seeking a meeting, a bilateral meeting. When someone gets to see this message to say no, other comrades said, Tina, we're not involved. Because I'm not sure if they are scared to call a meeting or they are scared to speak in front of the leadership or what. But like they'll say we're distancing because the letter is very simple. We feel like there is no communication, like there's nothing happening. How about we sit down and speak? We find something common, then we work on that. Yeah, so comrades are like, now we are not ready for that. Okay, fine. But still the letter goes to the certain national people. Those national people, they come back to the ground and convene certain forces. Not now the way it came. I mean, now it came as if convene all branches, at least take branches and SRCs, perhaps, for an example.
Yes.
You know, convene them, maybe give them a line of march, then we know what is the status of the organization. Instead, they come and call 3 or 4 people. Say, hey, it's
who's this one?
Yeah, one. Yeah, so it's more like whenever you try to do something positive, the narrative is being changed.
So the party says, come talk to us if you've got problems. But when you raise those problems,
reach them.
When you raise those problems, then they isolate you.
Not necessarily, because I believe the comrades who are hijacking, I never wrote to any youth league structure to say convene a meeting or a bilateral. We wrote it to the National High Command. But it's being responded by youth structures. To show it never reached there, but it reached somewhere there.
Yeah, okay, so,
so
let's talk. I was listening to a live TikTok. They are discussing a pending court case that speaks about comrades who are taking MK to court. Those comrades are saying they contributed money.
Because why? No, I know the story of them. Yeah. Obviously, I'm a member.
Yeah, they believed they were putting money into the MK account too for the party, but then they realized that money goes to Zuma's personal account.
That's the argument they are putting in court.
Yeah, that's what is putting in court. And
I think they've messed up there.
Zakhele Ntuli has tweeted about it. He says, what kind of a party is this? This is a stock fail. So
that's the ideology comrades are sending if they are going to say that about the president of the party.
Yes, of course. I mean, Zakhele Ntuli is EFF student command, so he speaks that of you to say it's proof. He says, where's the TG? Where are all these people who must manage to make sure that the money does not go into Zuma's personal account? That money goes to to the party coffers, of which is understandable.
And I believe that will be fraud if the money is not going to the party but going to the president's account. That will be fraud. I believe if there was serious evidence against that, we all will have seen it.
Yeah.
To say
it will be problematic.
I understand. We will have seen it. Maybe we'll be again having an unrest again. Baba is being arrested again, or something like that. You know. So as much as I would say, that will be it.
Okay, so what kind of a funding model would you as a youth league want? The EFF has a funding model. people do contribute, so there's no problem. I think a lot of deployees do not have a problem with funding the party once they're in power. So I just want to understand what kind of funding model would you prefer?
I believe independence of the organization first. You know, if us as a structure we can raise enough money on our own, beside
the reason I want you to,
on a donor or an investment of someone
is because I don't want you to be vague, be specific. Let me give an example. So let's say when you are deployed in, give an example, in the city of Tshwane as a councillor, your branch or your zone, SMK, are you going to have to be expected to take care of it financially? So your comrades do not have to go around, what is this, doing fundraising. They can do fundraising, but you have to financially take care of that.
I really believe.
Or you believe all of you have to do stipend into a regional fund, and then that regional fund make sure that what kind of a funding model, because that's a big problem. It's a big problem, and I'll tell you why before you answer.
Sure.
You know, Liebenberg, a billionaire, the white diamond guy. I mean, he's been exposing Jacob Zuma that he gives him millions, and he even says it to Isilo, very disrespectfully so. And I find it very offended me when he said it. So these white people that you guys are always against are the same people who are giving you money. So what is the best funding model?
By the way, it's not all the white people we are against.
Of course.
The capitalists. Because I believe,
by the way,
when you go to the funding issue, like not necessarily we must depend on members of the party, you know, in a way of them taking from their pocket and saying we are giving just for giving. Finally, there is that cuts thing whereby it's kind of expensive because I really need to engage with comrades on that one also. I'm a student, I don't even get in this fast, by the way.
How much is that cut, by the way?
120.
120?
By the way, we can engage on that. Angiti MK party, like the motherboard, they afford it. Fine, it must continue, you know. But fine, membership is 10 rand, right? If youth also had their membership, they will get something to their coffers, donate something to the party. Student movement also, through membership. 8 million membership, you said, ne? 10
no, those are the claims before elections.
Look,
yes.
The claims. 8 million.
How
much will have if that 8 million was paid? 10 rand.
China,
80 million.
You guys will be billionaires.
You understand. So I believe it's just as simple because you spoke about the funding model about EFF. Basically, it's membership, funding of the organization. Before you start tracking your head to who must invest, you know, fine. We have deployees of parliament. Those are the people we can talk about, you know, and say, no, comrade, 2%, man, you know the organization is still new. Maybe for this time, maybe for the 3 years, up until we find a proper model, you know, maybe for this time, up until we are fine. Then we are not going to have complaints of saying the reason why the meeting could not sit, they could not get to Gauteng, they were in Cape Town. You understand? So those are other issues. Financial issues, I don't think they are problematic if you have solid leadership and people with a conscious mind who are ahead with thinking.
All right. In closing, what is it that you came with that you feel you have not said and you want to say?
Not really. I'm sure I've said everything.
You can check your notes.
Okay, yeah.
Or you, and I can ask you because I don't run out of questions.
You can ask. I mean, it's just that the message must be sent to say, all your structures, comrades, take us serious. We are young people. We are here. We are members. It's just that there's no way where I can show this is.
You said you don't know who Hankim Patlele is. Hankim Patlele is the young man who was fired by Julius Malema after those tweets.
Is the tutor student, that boy?
No. He's
Hanky.
Yeah, Hanky.
I know the man.
Yes.
I know him.
Yeah,
like he's from Mpumalanga, ne?
No, he's from Tef.
Polokwane?
No, he's from Mpatlele, but He serves in TEF.
Oh.
Yeah. So I just want to check.
No, like I checked the story. No, EFF, you can't compare politics of MK with the EFF. MK, it's a show.
What do you mean?
No, it's a show. Like you play like Ogamalas.
No, I want you to be clear. What do you mean?
Yeah, like it's a show.
I don't see anyone at MK who punches like him. If they are, where are they?
And in MK, you can't judge anyone because everyone is quiet.
They are not there.
They are there. You can't say they are not. They are there. It's just that they are not participating.
So you need his vibrancy. Do you agree with me?
Yes. Like we need someone who's going to go out there and speak. Someone who's going to get things done.
So Hanki is important for MK.
No. MK is. We are important in MK. MK is us.
Yes.
Hanki is there. He's fine. If he comes, he comes.
Yeah. So
no one is important. No, look, I get the narrative of saying there's certain comrades who are important because of experience and stuff.
No, but a type of leader like him. Remember, we're talking about
the correct.
Yes.
Now
so meaning, if you can unearth a Hanki now,
yes, yeah,
take him out because a Hanki is a sorry to interject. A Hanki is a maverick. He was not going to say, hey, there are no structures. He will go out and speak.
And say,
that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
You can be a Hanki right now. Go and call a press conference and speak. You understand? Yeah. You don't wait for him to come. That's what I'm saying. Maybe the reason, you see, you made a bold move by coming here. You understand?
Sure.
So that's what mavericks do. And this is what the politics of Julius Malema are. Yes, Bonkos Kanyile. Those are the... Because if you are quiet underneath the table, no one will hear your voice.
No, the reason I was saying EFF is a show. You dance for the last time, my brother. Whatever you do there, you must bring your A game.
Yeah.
In order for you not to find yourself under the shade.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that's it. You let me and you're out.
One mistake gone.
You understand? So it's always like that. So you cannot say in MK, fine, we need that character. Ne? It's just that you can't judge anyone, but look at the attraction, maybe members MK is attracting.
Yeah, speak to the mic. Yeah.
The talent, like the experience. I mean, I'm saying, like, I don't see the organization is making a mistake there. Like, the experience, leadership, like, those comrades, like, live whatever scandals that maybe they have came with and stuff. Let us look at the capacity of what they can do.
The comrades Bafia.
We understand, yes, what they can do. We understand. That is, I think, is what is most important. Because remember, all of us, what's the point? By the way, imagine, we had the constitution policies in the point of people's mandate. Remember it, ne? Sure. So, Floyd came into picture. We started having a clear constitution, like something also I can blab about and say, according to as much as others are saying, because even if someone would say, hey, leadership, I'm still 27, wait me.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, even if they can say, now we need under 30s, we're taking them to parliament, yeah. I'm safe.
Yeah.
You know, so those are the politics we can say, oh, no, we have something tangible right now. Other than, because fine, it was more like a manifesto document, that one. Yeah, so that is why maybe it was not a top
What are your views on MK working with IFP?
Yeah, ne? Kata Freedom Party. It's just that I'm disappointed with the way it has carried itself out lately, even from the national elections. Like, yeah. You respect the president of IFP, right?
Who is he? I don't know.
Labisa.
I don't know him.
Labisa, like, is a well-respected.
In the elections, I saw Mtwan.
Yeah. But
So,
there is Labisa,
yes,
no?
but I don't know him. I don't know him. In the election posters, I saw Mtwan.
Obvious. But Mtwan, also, the man. I don't lie. I was so much disappointed, but I respect him very well because he was managed to gain something for the party according to him.
By being GNU.
Yeah, so I think it's beneficiary according to him. But right now, there's nothing IFP will show me that we have benefited from GNU right now. It's nothing they can point. Even at home, we just went to Kachun and see. IFP is still the same thing.
Almost took KwaZulu-Natal by yourselves. Which other parties would you want to work with in KwaZulu-Natal?
Right now, no, I won't lie. Yeah, the first time we heard about Tutet, it was a dream. Since elections, now I know MK will do it.
Where, in KwaZulu-Natal or nationally?
Tutet, I don't care if you say national or come 2029 or you are saying 2026. KZN, but MK will govern alone.
Be realistic. I'm not talking about what you want. I'm talking about what you can realistically.
No, it's MK just need to organize itself properly right now. Tutet, we can get. Why don't you believe so?
Nah. No, I was asking you. Now I was telling you.
I know. I believe. I know.
But you knew now it didn't happen.
We can give reasons. Yes, we are going to give reasons. And we are going to give reasons. But there's nothing that happens without the reason. Yeah, there's no them. There's no leadership. Tell me. I was watching after counting at 58. I went to watch TV. I could not sleep. We finished around 7.
Yeah.
I went to TV. MK was on 40% from the morning up until the last day.
In closure.
They can't be serious.
In closure, allow me to do this. I'm going to put you on a spot. So I'm going to my community. Ne?
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you questions and from the polls that were done here. You will let me know which black parties must join EFF. You tell me which black parties. Is it PAC? Is it UAF, ATM, or UDM? The party that must join together with
MK.
MK is not on the list.
Waban. It will be useless, all those things.
All right, it's fine. I'm coming with a new one. Which black parties must join MK?
Yeah.
IFP, UDM, ATM, or AIC?
AIC is out.
ATM?
Yeah, ATM. Yeah, ATM.
It's voted at 60%, by the way. Can EFF survive 5 years without Malema?
It will struggle, but I believe EFF will live beyond Julas.
54% of people say no. Can MK party survive 5 years without Zuma?
It will struggle, but as an individual, I'm not going anywhere. We are going to see through.
52% said yes, it can survive without Zuma. The biggest loss besides Floyd Shibambu that has left MK, Mukwebane, Mukwena, Morulani, or Manyi. These are the only 4 options. Yeah, the
if they
loss.
Can lose.
No. Which departure from EFF amongst these 4?
It's Floyd.
Biggest loss besides Floyd. Besides Floyd, among these names that I'm giving you, Mukwebane, Mukwena, Morulani, Lemanyi, which do you think EFF lost the most? Mukwebane. She's voted at 53%. When Ramaphosa goes, who can try to save the ANC and lead South Africa? Here are the options. Fikile Mbalula, Paul Mashatile, Panyaza Lesufi.
No, I wanted to say it before you give a list.
Yeah,
just that I knew he was in the list.
68%. Okay. Which doctor is best for Tshwane? Dr. Ndlozi, Dr. Ramokgopa, Dr. Maepa, Dr. Moya?
None.
None. There's no option. Like none. Dr. Ndlozi.
No, there's
Dr.
no MK there.
All right, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. No, you won't be in okay. Winners of motion of no confidence in Tshwane. Was it the Action SA, Yamashaba? Was it the EFF who won?
Action SA.
Their MMCs? Was it the Speaker or the citizens lost? Which option is for you? The winners of motion of no confidence, the removal of that mayor.
It's just a beneficiary of Action SA, that thing.
Action SA was the biggest winner here. All right. Who can be trusted in Tshwane government?
Yeah.
EFF as MMCs, Action SA as a mayor, ANC as a speaker, or let DA finish that term until 2026? Who can be trusted in Tshwane
ANC as speaker.
You can't trust them.
You can't trust ANC with the power, bro.
Yeah.
You can't. With power.
Yes.
Like, just look at what they did with 40%. They are governing. Like, look at them. They're choosing in KZN. Like, you understand? With power, they are dangerous. So, I believe that's the wing Baba should cut.
Okay. Now, let's do this. Comrade, thank you very much for coming. If you don't have anything to say, it's fine. We can gladly close it. Anything you want to say in closing?
Let me just speak to colleagues of TUT. Comrade, I believe it's time you say something. Other than maybe just being quiet, we are leaders here. All of us. Students believe in us, by the way. Beyond the comrades who are not here, maybe whom they don't see. They need to see action. Let us work, comrade. Let us speak out, man. Let us do something meaningful with what we've got. Yeah, I thank you very much, Mesh. Yeah, I wish I did this a long time ago.
Thank you very much, Majen, for
Sure.
correct. Tell me what you feel about the young men. Tell me what you feel. Who must replace Bonkosi Kanyile? Who must lead MK Youth? Because comrades are there. They're afraid to come out. At least he made their first moves by coming out. Thank you very much. Tell us what you feel.